A Sonora couple says their 50th anniversary cruise was ruined by a norovirus outbreak.
Then they learned the outbreak started before they even got on board. Call Kurtis investigates when there's an outbreak on a cruise ship before yours. Does that cruise company have to tell you about it?
I met her in church and asked her to go steady.
What follows is a half-century love story between Judy and Richard Matthews. Married just out of high school, they're celebrating their 50th anniversary this year.
And I wanted to have our vows renewed, and I wanted to do it on a cruise ship. That would be nice.
Everybody's looking forward to greeting our guests and really wanting to give our passengers the best vacation they've ever had.
This is the promotional video from Princess Cruises. The couple booked a 10-day Alaskan cruise with them. Their son, his family, and Judy's sister all came along for the celebration. As they're boarding in San Francisco, they're handed this health advisory telling people to wash their hands often to prevent norovirus. But it never said there was already an outbreak on board.
I didn't really think too much about it because I didn't know what it was. Never heard of it before.
Judy learned firsthand all about norovirus the next day.
I felt so bad. I mean, just like instantly.
So sick, she was isolated to the cabin for 3 days. And as the days went on, she says all 7 members of her group became sick.
I feel like they cheated me out of something I wanted so bad.
Saying the trip was ruined. They want the $9,700 they paid back. Princess has apologized, but refused the refund.
You can't treat people like this.
We pulled the records. More than 150 people on that cruise got sick. More than 140 on the previous cruise also got norovirus. 44 people on the trip before that. So when there's been an outbreak on a cruise ship you're about to board, does the cruise line have to warn you?
Of course you've got to let the consumer know ahead of time.
Travel attorney Al Anowick thinks the family should sue Princess for negligence, saying the cruise line did not clean the ship well enough, causing 7% of the passengers to get sick.
The crew knew what to do for itself, because less than 1% of them caught the virus.
So what's the law? The Centers for Disease Control says during an outbreak, it requires cruise lines to increase cleaning, isolate sick people, and stop high-risk activities like self-service buffets. But the CDC only says it may request cruise lines to notify new passengers prior to getting on board. Princess would not answer our questions about giving the couple a refund, but told us they worked with the CDC to sanitize the ship. Although delayed several days, Judy and Richard were able to renew their vows before getting off the boat.
This is when we were smooching. I see them around the ship, and they're just so excited. It's just a great time.
But Judy says it was not the best vacation she's ever had, and she says it'll be the last time she's on a Princess cruise.
I lost all respect for that shipping line. I'm afraid to go on their line again.
According to federal documents, passengers on the next cruise did receive calls and emails warning them of the outbreak.
And Princess says no one on that voyage became sick, although 53 passengers did on the cruise after that one. So more than 350 people have fallen ill on that same ship since May. And if you have a consumer problem you'd like Kurtis to tackle, call the hotline, or better yet, shoot him an email. Log on to CBS13.com and click on Call Kurtis.